Uh, we live. What's going on? YouTube, Facebook, any platform this may end up on. This is the What Is a Man podcast. Live once again. Might be a short one tonight. I don't know, depending on how the brothers feel. How talkative the brothers are tonight. We gonna see, but we got a topic for y'all, man, and it's a might be a weird one to some. I mean, I got my tinfoil hat in the corner just in case I got to put it on, but I don't know. We're gonna see how deep the rabbit hole go with this topic right here. As far as distractions are, a little bit of context to this topic is though, and we're gonna talk a little slow just in case the brothers might in case the brothers jump on when the brothers jump on. We don't have to go back and say too much. But as far as distractions though, are we being distracted? And when I say distractions, to add a little context to it, is I'm meaning it's a lot of things going on in the world. A lot of changes being made, a lot of changes being forced, a lot of changes going unnoticed that I feel like are um, important changes. Things that actually could shift some things, but it's like a lot of people aren't talking about them. And this things that's in the media that everybody's talking about. I mean that we can't get away from some topics. So I'm gonna ask: are we being distracted? Are we being distracted from something? Um, and when we say distracted, I guess we can ask by whom is doing the distracting and why, if so. But we'll stick to the question: are we being distracted?
Every
And
single day.
so Ace would like to go first.
Every single day,
Brother
bro.
Ace, every day.
Every single day. I mean, just look at
Well,
everything they use to draw your attention, from the verses to the whole Roe versus Wade thing. Yet again, yeah, every single day you see it.
again, and that versus was terrible. By the way, we'll go ahead and say that just to clear that, just to let everybody know we on the same page with it. It was to hear
Hey,
Amari
look, man.
and Jeremiah surprised me. I was like, bro, I thought you could do something. I thought he could at least sing for real. He couldn't. I was just like, man, come on,
Look,
man. Mario
listen.
did
The
his
problem, the problem was Mario came to perform, but Mario came to sing.
I mean, but I feel it. Distractions though. You see that?
See, look, you
Distractions.
were distracted that fast.
Distracted.
You were
Okay,
distracted that
great.
fast.
But
So
to
yeah,
piggyback off what Ace was saying, like
distractions.
it's it's is it like distractions because like there's something they want us to see, or are we just not paying attention?
Hmm.
Because what you never know you're distracted because like if you know that you're distracted, then it's not a distraction or it's just not working.
Hmm.
You know
Yep,
what I mean?
that's real.
Even like at work, like you're walking in the hallway and then you hear something and you're like, you know what? What happened? Something small as that is a distraction.
Hmm.
But like, is it your fault that caught your attention? You know what I mean? Or I said, or like same scenario, you walking in the hallway and you hear something, but you just keep on going, just mind your business. You know what I mean? It's like you can't be focused 100% of the time, but it's like that 0.5%. It's like you're off track. A distraction can easily take you from point A all the way to point H. Like so, yeah. Like I said, is it somebody distracting us, or are we just not paying attention?
I get that. I get that. Like might be a little bit of both there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody caught up in the hustle and bustle. Everybody in the rat race trying to get to the bag, quote unquote. So I mean, are we paying attention to what may be a distraction? Hmm.
And the thing is
Absolutely not.
like, what are we supposed to be paying attention to?
Hmm.
Stuff like executive orders and shit like that.
But could that be a distraction right there?
Hmm.
To make us feel like we're paying attention to something, but the thing we're paying attention to could honestly just be a distraction from something else.
mean, that's a reality too. They had a hand over here, and then the hand over here will be operating and doing something different, and that happens a lot. But and that's the thing though when we dealing with distractions. It's like it's always like, okay, what is the focus, or what's the focus supposed to be? So I think to figure out what the focus is supposed to be, we got to analyze what's been placed in front of us and what's the pattern. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of things, especially, and I don't want to go down the Roe versus Wade rabbit hole,
Do
but
it.
a lot of things has been placed strategically at a time like this for a reason. And for them to bring Roe versus Wade back after people had already lost their rights pretty much, and people won't admit this, but it was my body, my choice before they enforced the jab. You see what I'm saying? So now it's kind of, we can't argue my body, my choice anymore when we dealing with Roe versus Wade, because they already forced you to do something with your body against your will, and with the threat of finances. They threaten your job, but they forced a lot of people. So a lot of
But
people didn't want the jab. They got it because of their job. And I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I respect.
but adding to that, because
Yeah.
I heard somebody else explain it differently. The
Mhm.
thing is, they truly didn't take away my body, my choice. The thing is, it's still your body, your choice. I'm just not offering you the service. So it's still your body, your choice.
You mean service to the right to delete?
Yes, it's
Okay.
still your body, your choice. I'm just not offering the service.
Hmm.
So can't be mad at
And
it. Can't be mad at it.
I feel that, and I also feel like it's bringing responsibility back to what happens when you have sex. When you have sex, the outcome is typically a child. That's what we're supposed to do. So the thing is, it takes away that responsibility, and now you got people freely able to operate without consequences, just like we said before. So when you do that, you take away the responsibility. So now you got the scenario we have. Hold on,
What's good,
100%, bro.
brothers?
What's
What's
up?
good
What's
with y'all?
up?
How y'all doing?
What's good, bro?
Chilling, man.
welcome. Right on
It's
time.
see, it's kind of like the example from like a previous pod. Like it's like such a thing as freedom of speech because a consequence. And like I said before, like consequences can honestly dictate to what you're saying. So this kind of sort of like falls in the same realm. Like sure, you're free to do X, Y, and Z, but just know before you get to X, Y, and Z, there's A, B, and C to deal with too. You know what I mean?
I mean, but when you're dealing with sex, that's the expected outcome, though. The expected outcome is that okay, we may potentially have a child. So it's like if women aren't accounting for that, or men aren't accounting for that because they got this option here, then
Like,
it's like that's really, truthfully. I mean, you got an option that so that you don't have to be responsible. It takes away the
like,
responsibility.
But you
like for
know what?
example. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you know what I feel? When it comes to this, I feel like it takes away the fact that we have, I want to say, worldwide knowledge of using condoms. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to say what our ancestors did when it came to abortions. They didn't have that. You know what I mean? It wasn't I would put it like this, it wasn't a worldwide knowledge of understanding that there are condoms, you know what I mean, to be used. They have male condoms and they have female condoms, you know what I mean? So what I think it takes away the responsibility of that, you know what I mean? Like
I feel that.
that's also an option. You know what I mean? They act like taking abortion away is gonna stop you from not, you know what I mean? Like you can still get pregnant. However, it's ways that you can't get pregnant. A condom.
Simply, yeah, for real. Yeah. But even what that was, though, you got to think about what that was. It was Planned Parenthood is the same as what the condom is. Like it's to control a population. Like it's population
Hmm.
control under the birth control umbrella. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
still an agenda to do something. You see what I'm saying? It's to control the population. In our case, the black community.
Mm-hmm.
It's that part of that. It's a part of that process. So that's the thing. It's still like I don't know, man. It's a deep zone, bro. But we was talking about distractions originally, though. Jaquan.
Okay.
Got distracted.
Yeah, we got distracted. Though. We got in Roe versus Wade. We went right back to
I
that.
got you.
Yeah.
Because it's a
Right.
distraction. We are everybody looking at it for what it is. I mean, they know how to tap into the emotions of women. And we need them. We need our women to help us in this fight. So if they take their focus off of the whole big picture, we can fight it on our own. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I so my question to that would be, with this now like being in play, do you feel like people will be more like responsible as and like us will attempt to make a better decision about who they have sex with? Could that
Hell
like be
no.
a positive? Could like you think that could be a positive of it? Like, I mean, of course, like people gonna have sex, but as far as like taking like the extra steps, like before and after sex, could that like be a thing now?
It
Because
should
just
be.
like you can't just like go to like a a local clinic and like do this and that, but now it's like okay, like as a man, like I have to be sure to control myself to like pull out or like make sure the condom doesn't bust open or anything like that. And as a woman, it's like okay, plan B, okay, make sure I'm on like birth control, this and that. Could that like be a potential positive now?
Should be.
Like for
It should be.
example, like if they took away divorce, will people still get married and like would actually be happy marriages? Like for example,
Hell no.
Mm.
Hey,
Hell
in,
no.
in the scriptures, I don't mean to take it back to the biblics, but originally you couldn't get divorced. That's the
exactly,
thing. There
exactly.
was no bill of
Mm-hmm.
divorcement. Moses put that in
See,
there for to appease the people. So I mean,
see exactly. So like, if you take something else away, do you feel like it could be like a positive outcome to that? You know what I mean? Like maybe like men will stop thinking without
Mm-hmm.
our peens,
yeah,
and it's like whoa, like I can't do this. I can't have this big of a risk. And women will
Mm-hmm.
more be like, no, I'm gonna show like more self control and like not sleep with this brother.
I
Ultimately,
think.
in a
Yeah.
situation specific to this, what you would have to do, one, because women, they want, for some reason, don't act like they do, you control access to sex. So you control access to if that man fucks you raw or not. And two, you will have to take away governmental assistance. You take that away, you most definitely have to now be held accountable. Because it's one thing to know you can do something with no consequence. It's another thing to know that somebody's backing you up when the child gets here, whether or not
Mm.
the father is in the life or not. So you
boy,
take
you
away
might get
Mm-hmm.
beat up
government
saying that.
assistance, that's a wrap.
You might
Mm-hmm.
get beat up saying that. Well,
So what
Nah,
happened?
man.
might
Nah.
get beat up saying that
That's
one, dog.
they. That's what they need. They need tough
It's real.
reality, man.
It's
Because
real though.
people get the option to run away from the reality of doing things negligently. You know what I'm saying? No, outside of just this, you can't fight somebody without realizing that somebody might go to court. You know what I mean? And press charges. Everything has a consequence, but they're changing that. And then we have to look at the fact of why they're doing it. They put all these sex demons out, all these succubus and you know what I mean, Edomites and all that. And it's like now they do all that and you get pregnant and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, all this stuff like the over sexualized, they did it, and now they feel like all right, we're gonna take away the fact of the abortion. You know what I mean? We're gonna take it away. You know what I mean? Now they can't do it. So what other things you gonna do? And people want to result to say it's gonna be more death, it's gonna be more this, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, if that's what you want to put your body through just to prove a point, I mean, is that really smart?
See?
And the thing is, for people to want to take it to that extreme, that will mean you didn't care to begin with. Because there's multiple steps that you could take before you even end up pregnant.
Exactly.
So what point are you trying to argue?
And the
That's what you gotta
modern
ask these
woman,
people.
yeah, the modern woman should know when it's her time to ovulate. You know, they got so much technology, all these apps. So if you're getting pregnant, and you're not accountable for when your eggs is, you know what I mean, the most fertile, that you should be held accountable for that.
Man, real too. That knowledge is out there. I mean, they know. Like for real.
And
They
and like I
understand
said,
talking
like
about.
us as men, we just gotta start being like, yeah, sure, it's her body, her choice, but like as men, we know what we're doing. Let's not be
Yeah,
stupid. You
right.
know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like we always say, like it takes two. So like as men, like we know when we're being stupid. Just like, oh, I've been lucky this far. Like, oh, maybe she'll, take a plan B, or she good, she
Hmm.
good. Like I said, I'm always gonna be like when it's like two parties involved when it comes like to a baby. I'm always gonna be like, no, look at it from both ways. Like, cause what y'all saying could be true, but as men, like I said, we know exactly what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like they need us to have a baby. So when it comes to like impregnating a woman, we're the key.
Right.
We can
Hmm.
get mad and say this and that, but like, whose seed is it?
Right.
Hmm.
That's the key. And that's the thing. They arguing over RC. The Roe versus Wade is over RC.
Hmm.
Front at the end of the day, women can't argue Roe versus Wade without the seed of a man. So at the end of the day,
Exactly.
it's up to men to control that aspect, like for real, and they'll follow suit. Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna get a baby out of me unless you got this, and this. You see what I'm
Exactly.
Like,
Otherwise,
okay, this is just saying, women control the key to sex, but in the flip side, a man sort of kind of controls who to impregnate.
But that's the thing.
Hmm.
The thing is, it's not taking accountability away from the man. Because ultimately, if you lay there as a woman, you lay there and you let this man enter you raw, that
Hmm.
you control that.
Yeah, like I said, women control access to sex, but I feel like at a certain extent, a high extent, we control who to impregnate because our seed. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, like I said, when it comes to sex and a baby, both parties should be held accountable, plain and
and
simple. Like
that's the
she
part that
tried
got
me,
lost. The
this and
accountability
that,
Exactly.
from both.
raw. Yeah,
Because even when women start to say that men shouldn't have a position on this stance, they're trying to erase the fact that we are trying to be held accountable. That's why we're speaking about it.
That's why
You know
we
what I mean?
talking about it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I could plant my seed in you, but it's only up to you if you want to keep it or not.
yeah.
And that doesn't make sense to me.
Her body, her choice.
Everybody choice, bro.
My money, my choice.
it's crazy though,
When it,
because I
it's
want to know the they say my body, my choice, but where was this energy when it came to the vaccines, the masks, when it came like we're slowly working to the fact that we're about to lose our rights for having weapons. Now, I mean, these is
right.
to bear arms, and they want to say that the man is there to protect. Why aren't women out here fighting for us? You know what I mean? Women fight for what benefits them.
It's real.
You know what I mean? When this black man
Well,
getting killed by the police, it's women in the mix of everything going on, but they are really standing firm on the abortion, and it's like it's not even for y'all. Y'all just they're using you as a tactic, but it's not even for y'all. It's for a whole nother underlining lie that is really here to destroy us and kind of stop our bloodline.
let's talk about it. Margaret Sanger. She was a eugenicist. Her father was a eugenicist. The
Hmm.
whole Planned Parenthood program was about depopulation. It was about population control. And she said it herself, said it out of her own mouth. It was just like I said earlier, it was in the same vein as the prenatals, as the birth control pills, as the condoms. All of that came at the same end on purpose to control a
Hmm.
population of people who you deem minority when in actuality they're the majority.
Right.
So it's a
And they
deep zone. Yeah.
and they did it right after the baby boom. You know what I mean? So.
Man, it's a deep zone, man. But that's what I'm saying. This distractions.
Hmm.
Why now?
It's a,
All of a
it's
sudden,
a lot of
2022,
other
we get a distraction.
distractions. I feel like the man and woman far as our people, how we're at odds, that's another distraction. Because somebody got to keep that going. Then it's in the middle. This is what? This is Pride Month. They doing all this confusion right now.
Why brothers in assless chaps somewhere with glow sticks. Happy as they could be. And I ain't mad. Do your thing, brother. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, it's like, but it's crazy how God works. He gonna flip that contention anyway. The man and the woman gonna come together for all this. Cause that's how we gotta do it anyway. We gotta hash it out.
What's the extra step?
Yeah, this Pride Month, and that's another distraction, bro. We were just talking about Burger King earlier and how they flipping the buns on the Whopper. Oh, why we got Whoppers? Why you got to flip the buns on the sandwich, dog? Who gonna just eat a sandwich and say, "Yo, you know what? This is that gay sandwich. This is that one. This is that sandwich, the fried sandwich." Ain't nobody doing that. So it's like, why y'all going to these lengths to make it more normal? You see what I'm saying? When you just want acceptance, you claim to just want equality. You don't want equality. Seem like, because look, it's not that we're not seeing the same energy heterosexually.
We're not, bro. There ain't no burgers that ain't no burgers where they like, yeah, this for the straight man, and they don't. Yeah, you know what I mean? They don't have nothing like that for us. They wanna say they want equality, but everything that they do makes them stand out.
To one up, it's a leg up, like over, like that's the thing, like the rights, the same rights. Oh, hold on. What's going on, brother?
It's a distraction.
I seen them down there.
They distracted y'all with the damn Whopper with two bottoms.
Two
That's
bottoms
crazy.
on the Whopper. And two
That a thing though? That really a thing?
How they doing stuff like that? That's
all
I'm saying.
They distracted y'all with the damn two tops.
In the kids' cartoon, it's in every other show, and I got streaming, so I be streaming online, and it's like they be promoting some of everything. Like, it's just like, bro, I don't need this. I be having to close my kids' eyes because it's like I'm not trying to see that. And I don't want them to see stuff like that. And it ain't that I'm phobia, because they let us say that shit. I'm not scared. It's the fact that I understand what influence is. I understand what it does. And the power of influence. It's agenda at the end of the day. Like,
what that man, and Tyree, what that man say in that video? That man say he gonna convert y'all children?
Bro, he said, we'll convert your children, bro. It was an old man, like, what was they? They were the San Francisco men's choir or something, bro. It was a bunch of men that went like that, and they were all singing in unison. We'll convert your children. It's like, bro, stuff like that. Like, why?
Distraction, bro.
Stuff like that.
It's a distraction.
That proves agenda, and that's what makes me matter. Like,
and they working so hard at this, bro. Like. They out here. I don't know if y'all seen this, but they actually did an experiment with some frogs or toads, where they put them in a container. It was like a controlled experiment, and they put nothing but males together, and they put them in some type of man-made chemical, and they started trying to have sex with each other.
It's the what was it? The CRISPR experiment or something like that?
Nah. That brother name was Real. His name was Terrell, and I think it was it might have been at university, I believe, but I know it was one of them universities down here. But his name was Terrell, bro, and that's what he did. He put them male frogs, and they was using I think they was using some type of gene hormone, growth hormone, or something like that. But it changed the male frogs into female frogs. Like, it changed.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It switched their genders completely, and they started trying to have sex with each other. Like, but it's like they were male frogs though, like. Crazy, bro. So the thing is, he was testing that and found out, allegedly, potentially, maybe that Disney World might have been using growth hormones in their water at the theme park. So, but we go distraction. But anyway, it's a lot of stuff going on. So it's like people don't look at something like it's just that's too far out there. But when you think about certain stuff, even soy. Soy gives men breast. Soy
Mhm.
feminizes a man, and it's you got soy in a bunch of stuff. Like they
Yep.
know soy to
Estrogen.
do that. It builds up estrogen in a man. They know
Hmm.
this. They put soy in a bunch of even in jail. A majority of what the prisoners eat got soy in it.
Yep.
Got soy in it. They call them soy boys. Come on,
Soy
man. And
boy,
bruh, for
That's
real.
crazy, man.
Because
soy
it
boy.
emasculates. It feminizes you. It's one of those things. So it's not only
Hmm.
it's chemical warfare going on out here. That's the
Yeah.
crazy part. When Blunt asked earlier, he was like, "Are we being distracted and we don't even know it? Like, are we unaware that we're distracted or unaware of the distractions?" Oftentimes, yeah. Like for real. Like it's oftentimes we don't know what the plot is, what the plan
Hmm.
is, what the play is. A lot of people just bumping their heads on their phone, going to work, going home, and that's the distraction in itself.
I have a
For real, for
question
real.
though.
Mm.
I have a question. Do you guys think that all these things that are happening is organic, or do y'all think they're trying to fake the prophecy?
Oh, this is 100% strategically planned out.
Hmm.
100,
Strategic.
a
Even,
hundred percent.
even if they fake certain aspects of prophecy, biblical
Yeah,
prophecy to
that's
be exact,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
still
Like are they?
strategic. It's straight.
Hmm.
I don't know how deep you want to go with this though.
Ah, man, let's talk
Yeah, that
about
was a
it.
deep question.
E-
Yeah, that was a deep.
even down to some of the you could say some of the mass shootings. I don't know if you remember or not. There was there was one guy. He had broke it down on Facebook, and it was one girl that showed up at every single mass shooting.
The crisis
She was,
actors.
she was there at every single one.
Crisis actors. Nail
Hmm.
on the head, bro. Crisis actors, and they be there. Like if these people can make $1 billion movies and feature films, I wouldn't doubt that they can have, you know what I'm saying, a play in the streets. I don't doubt that for one
Hmm.
second. For real, for real. And it's like I don't want to. I ain't gonna go too deep on that one.
But yeah, I put it like this. I feel like if everything is based off of energy, right? They're benefiting from all the negative stuff that's happening. You know what I mean? Because they can if you can calculate like energy, you can definitely collect it because it's data. You know what I mean? So I feel like once they get everybody in their feelings about mass shootings or all these deaths, that's when they change the view of our trajectory to something else. All they do is keep feeding off that negative stuff.
And the thing is, all we do is enable it. Because
Yeah.
even if you look at something, let's say you look at something just as simple as rap. You look at the
Hmm.
early stages of when rap started. Look at the early stages. Everything was happy go lucky. Everybody rapping about happy shit, this, that, and the third. Then here comes a little group known as NWA. Then the big
Hmm.
wigs look at that and be like, oh shit, that's what they like.
Hmm.
Then gangster rap keeps evolving from there. That's when we get the Snoop Dogg. That's when we get Tupac. That's when we get Biggie, so on and so forth.
Hmm.
Then it eventually evolves. Like I said, even look at our women. Look at our women R&B groups. Look at our women rappers. Look at how they were in the early '90s to the mid '90s to the end, all the way to the
Hmm.
tail end. That's when we get Little Kim. That's when we get Foxy Brown, and that's when it becomes sexualized. And fast
Hmm.
forward to the day, we indulge in the negative shit.
You wanna know why? Because they're switching it. Anything that's negative for women, they say it's empowerment. They're switching the narrative. So they glorifying the wrong and the negative stuff that a lot of people they get a high off of that. I mean off the negative stuff. And I feel like everything that they're doing now, they're putting in our face. They already said that the adrenochrome, they already said fucking the blood, they blood sacrifices, they putting everything that people quote unquote says a conspiracy out there for everybody. Whether it's in a joke, whether it's serious. People for some reason still feel like they should just blow it off. So it's like we have so much distractions that people don't even see the truth in what they're doing to us.
That's
Well, a
real,
lot of
bro.
people are not gonna believe it anyway. So there's that.
That's because we got the
Crazy.
distractions of Hollywood. That's the problem. We got this. Hollywood is muddying the waters on what's real and what's not, what's
Mhm.
reality and what's fiction. So it's like you got the girl from the Transformers movies. What's her name? Something Fox.
Megan Fox.
Mega Fox,
Bro,
man.
it's a clip of her saying that her fiance, I think, they drink blood.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, they drink blood. So the thing
Bruh.
is to say that it's like people won't take it serious. People like, oh, okay, one ear out the other, but they telling you literally, like, hey, we drink blood for ritualistic purposes. Like, so
Now, what's that thing you showed me the I think it was a couple weeks back about Kim Kardashian.
Oh, when she was in the store and she got like this present. It was somebody's hair or something.
Yeah, she was something about her hair, something about Marilyn
Yeah,
Monroe's hair, or something like that.
yeah. She was like she gonna sleep with it. And, yeah, I seen that too. These
she
people
gave
that
it to her
obsessed with
as
the
a
dead.
gift. A gift. And she said she was gonna basically conjure her up. That's pretty much what she
Hmm.
said. She pretty much was gonna conjure. You shot me. Yeah, we gonna have fun. Hey, look, go check the clip out. Anybody watching? Kim
Yeah,
Kardashian
I
got
seen
Marilyn
that.
Monroe hair. Somebody gave it to her, and they plan to do rituals with it. So I mean, y'all think this stuff? People think this stuff a joke, but it's not. Like, it's reality, and they tell you in your face what they got going on, what they doing, and it's a crazy. It's weird to me that they all in the same scenario. It's like they all dealing with Lucifer. They all dealing
Hmm.
like that. It's just like, I mean, it's just a weird winky dink that a lot of y'all Satanists will operate that way in Hollywood and open about it. That's all I'm saying. So it's like we definitely distracted, but they doing a good job at being Satanists too, for real, in the open without people pinpointing it. So it's like,
You distracted, bro.
Yeah, too much going on. That's why I don't see how people still sit here and got the time to listen to people albums and really argue about who music is the hottest when there's so much going on. They just found like it was like some sinkhole where they found like an underground forest and they just pushed it under the rug. They found another one and it's just pushed under the rug.
Oh, it's a bunch of them around here. They literally
So,
had I don't remember the town. There was literally a town where it was majority of black folks, and they came in, destroyed it or whatever, and now to cover up the evidence, that town is now a man-made lake.
mm,
Yeah, I mean, it go deep, man.
That
Like,
was in
crazy.
Georgia, wasn't it?
I don't know exactly where it was.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. I think it was in Georgia. I'm not entirely sure.
hmm,
Mm.
my bad, y'all had these bathroom. You said
Distraction, man.
a sinkhole. Y'all talking about
Distraction, bro.
the sinkhole? That sinkhole had trees. The trees was like 80 feet tall in that sinkhole. Like, for real.
Mm.
And it's like y'all knew this thing was there. There ain't no way we got a sinkhole that just appeared. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? They
Hmm.
knew it was there. Y'all just brought it to the public.
Like,
Hmm.
prime example with distractions. When the last time anybody talked about that artificial sun?
Bro, we ain't heard none of this
Hmm.
about it. I got
Or the
flagged on
moon.
Facebook for saying about it, for saying something about it. I got flagged. Facebook said, yo, that's not, you know what I'm saying?
They
It's fake news.
guidelines. Hmm.
So it's
And the
like,
craziest thing, it was on Facebook.
bro,
That was the
I got
crazy thing
it.
about it.
Made me
How,
mad, dog.
how you gonna get flagged for something
And
that's already up there?
it was on the news. That's the thing.
And
It
all
was
it
actually,
was, they looked at the algorithm and seen how everybody was gravitating to it. And they took that. If you can't find it, you can't prove it.
crazy,
And
man.
that happened like in what, March? Here it is, damn near July. We ain't heard nothing about it since the first week.
Nah,
Hmm.
it ain't that serious, apparently. But it's like, y'all got an artificial sun for a reason. Why you trying to make an artificial sun? The regular sun ain't good enough. So it's like,
It's
I'm
getting
just
too
saying.
hot for them, man.
And they talking about aliens. Y'all don't even. I mean, come on. Like when we. I
That's
mean,
the biggest distraction.
we talking about Kennedy here. Kennedy was bringing a lot of records that was locked up and sealed to the public, and we know what happened to allegedly to my man. So it's like now all of a sudden you want to bring some classified shit out, such as aliens, as if it's and people.
Hey, look,
They walk around with y'all. They done confirmed the alien for you, and folks walking like it's normal business. I'm just like, bro, and I ain't saying be scared, be terrified. We know. I mean, I got my own understanding to what that may be, but it's like people they don't even care, bro. They just like, yo, where they at? When they gonna
I ain't
pop
gonna
up?
believe none of that shit until you let me walk around Area 51.
Hey, I mean,
Hey, bro.
Hell,
Area
do y'all
51.
really that exists?
You said who?
Like, do y'all even feel like Area 51 actually exists?
No,
Oh
not
no,
the
it
one that they talk
actually
about.
exists.
right. I don't think they would put
They,
nothing where they tell you it's at.
no,
You
and
know what I mean?
it's. I feel like where they have Area 51 is somewhere underground. You're not just gonna be able to just walk there.
Either it's underground or it's Antarctica. Somewhere you
It's on the
can't.
ground.
I mean, because they got peace treaties in Antarctica where you can't go to Antarctica on the regular. Like no regular
It's
person
crazy.
can take a trip to Antarctica.
They,
Like,
Because if you get too close, if you get too close to it, it's a couple black Suburbans waiting on your ass.
bro,
it's no fly zone. They'll shoot you down too if you try to fly over it.
no, you can't go over there. You can't go over there because you
It's
may
crazy.
see the ice wall.
They do that
Allegedly.
for a place that they say is no land there. There's no vegetation there.
Right.
It's supposed to be nothing. They treat it like it's a sacred land.
But it's heavily guarded and got the whole world on code with that part of the world. Yeah.
But
I mean,
people either forget or they don't know that they did.
distraction.
They had Adolf Hitler go over there, and another guy, I forgot his last name was Boyd, and he wrote
Admiral
that there
Byrd.
was Bird, there you go. He was saying that it was civilizations that were supposed to be extinct, animals that were supposed to be extinct, plants, all these things that they say no longer exist is there. People living under the ground, like after that, nobody couldn't go back. He spoke too
Crazy.
much.
I mean, it got to be something there. I mean, from the point of one country being able to war with another country, that's one thing. But when you get the whole world to agree on this one thing here,
And
it's
still go
something
to
there.
war. You
It's
still
something
going to
there.
war. But y'all still can agree on this.
Exactly. It's something there.
Something there,
Exactly.
dog. I mean, and that's the thing. It's a distraction though. We can chop it up, but it's like that was something that I feel like that was something that a distraction played the role of. Like something distracted us from that shit. That's the thing. They were over there operating while we were distracted with some of the other things we named earlier. Like for real. This is like what we talking about. That's quote unquote classified shit that came out. Like for real. A lot of people was distracted from that happening. I mean, don't know nothing about it. So it's like a lot of the things we got to ask ourselves. Okay, so if the powers that be are in fact have an agenda to distract the masses, then from what? What are we being distracted from? If we got a bunch of distractions out here, a bunch of mindless entertainment at the top, you know what I'm saying? We got multiple social media outlets sucking up our energy on a day-to-day basis. It's like we got Roe versus Wade, we got food shortages, controlled food shortages that we ain't even talked about yet. I mean, we got housing market crashing, we got inflation at an all-time high, we got folks back and forth at the grocery store a couple of times in the same week. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got a Chris Rock slap Will Smith. I mean, Will Smith slap Chris Rock. All of these dominoes of distractions You know what I'm
Shortage
saying?
of baby formula.
Baby formula,
Gas prices. I don't even think this gas real, bro.
fake gas. You know what I'm saying?
Gas.
All of these distractions. So what are they distracting us from, dog? I mean, are they slowly but surely uh, 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 collapsing the economy potentially?
Mm-hmm. Good.
So
I
that's the
mean,
thing. When you ask like what you getting distracted from, it's just like if it was an actual good and working distraction, we wouldn't know.
mm,
Because at this point, when you say we get distracted from, now it's just like whatever your mind wanders. But like I said, it's distraction. Like so, if it's working, we're not gonna know. You know what I mean?
unless you got an idea of the end game.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now it's just like at that point. Now it's how your mind wanders. Your individual
Mm-hmm.
mind.
They got a pattern of events though, bro. They
Oh yeah.
following the script. They following the script.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, it's a script and it can't be organic. It can't be
Nah.
organic. That we
But
just
that's the
boom, big bang, and now the world is
but
organically
that's the
evil and
thing.
has a purpose.
That's what a great distraction does. You won't
What?
never know that you distracted.
Like I just said,
You would never know.
I mean,
like if it's actually working, you're not gonna know. And like you just said, it could
Yeah.
be like distracted from the end game, like the main goal. But at
yeah.
that point, like I said, like you as an individual, like at that point, and now it's like in your head to what that could possibly mean.
Hey, the Bible
You know what I'm
say,
saying?
the Bible say that Satan he almost would deceive the very elect. That's how deep this delusion gonna be in the last days. So I agree with what you're saying. That's real. It's gonna be so confusing to the point where we're not gonna be able to understand the end game, like the end goal
Mm-hmm.
or where this thing gonna lead to. That's where they
Like
wanted to be. But once
like
you
Jay
start,
just said,
yeah,
Jay just said, like my bad, I mean cut you off, bro. But
you
like
go.
Jay just said, like could this also be like something like being planned or like you know what I'm saying planning the prophecy to make you think like see I told you what's coming, but it's just like
Mm,
it's just organic like you were talking about a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
See, and like I said, because we don't know, now like that's what I'm thinking
That,
right now.
mm. I feel
But
that.
I mean,
I feel like God gonna do things a certain way because we gotta understand Satan too. If you believe in that, Satan ain't playing on his own terms. Like he got to go by a script himself. So the enemy gonna know how to play certain things because they know the script. But at the end of the day, Satan playing a role. He's not in charge. You see what I'm saying? So I agree with that. Is they could be following suit, going according as planned. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is,
yeah,
they know the end of the plan too. Satan know what's gonna happen. He know what's prophesied. You see, if we going by prophecy, you see what I'm saying? So it's a deep zone though. I feel what you're saying. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of distractions going on, and I only keep bringing it to the Bible because everything leading back up. It's leading up to what was written before I got here, before my parents got here,
mm-hmm.
before their parents got here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's leading us down that trail. Like so, I mean, I don't think it's because they are in control of it, but I do feel like it's because they know the prophecies. You see what I'm saying? So that's a plot twist too in itself. We gotta be watchful for that. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we headed to a system where you ain't gonna be able to buy shit unless you get something in your hand
I
or your
want to know
forehead.
have y'all paid attention to a lot of the companies like Nike, um, like Walmart? They're creating, I want to say, stores in the metaphors. I meant the metaverse. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
they're we're slowly going to a place where you can't physically buy anything. Then we have to look at the NFTs or the NFS or whatever they call the
NFTs, you got
non-fungible. Yeah, they're doing that for a reason.
yep.
small
You know what
small
I'm saying?
small example.
Digital
Some
everything.
restaurants you go to now, you gotta have your phone with you. Look at the menu.
Digital
Hmm.
everything.
And you know what?
That's
It
what
started with
crazy.
gaming. It started with gaming. We would take real money and play Call of Duty and buy fake money.
Come on
They
now.
know it'll work. They
Come
know it'll
on.
work.
Oh, this man on the
You know what I
song.
mean?
This man on the song.
Hey, nah, that's the metaverse.
This man
Grand
on the
Theft
song now.
Auto. Grand Theft Auto is what they want the metaverse to be. except you're
Hmm.
gonna feel it for real. That's the thing.
Like
Like they've
like
been
V
priming
Bucks
us.
on fucking Fortnite. You done
Yeah,
spent $20 for 13 coins.
check me out.
To,
The Roblox currency in the
Hmm.
game is worth more than Russian's currency for the whole country.
Man.
The video game currency of Roblox, Roblox, however you say it, their currency is worth more real world than the whole Russia right now. So that's the thing. It's crypto. It's electric. It's the metaverse. All of these. It's transhumanism, mixing
Hmm.
man with machine. That's the goal. That's what Elon Musk just said. He done said it himself. By 2030, they want the world to be ready for transhumanism, mixing man with machine. As benefit, of course, they're gonna pitch it to you as if it's beneficial, as if it's
Hmm.
something that's gonna make your life easier.
So
But at the end of the day,
Tyree,
it's gonna be controlled.
so Tyree, you mean to tell me
What's up,
if them folks told you you can get an arm like Mega Man, you wouldn't do it?
bro? They better give me a battery powered one. Look, I don't want one that got no chip in it. I don't want one that got no GPS on it. I don't want no. No, I want to be able to plug it into the wall, and it's got to be because my arm broke. That's the thing. An amputee, I understand what you got to go through. But at the end of the
hey,
day, I'm not about to customize myself because
I
the
ain't
most
gonna
high.
Yeah.
lie. They don't get me a damn Digivice. I have my like a little pet type shit. I get Digivice right fucking now. Like,
Look,
I
my
ain't gotta get
landlord
no
told
real
me.
dog. I get a Digivice right now. Digivice in a pack of cards.
Come
I
on,
don't want it.
Tyree. You know you'll get the damn Winter Soldier arm, Tyree. Stop playing.
Man, I don't want no mobile app.
Stop
I don't
playing,
want none of this.
bruh.
The most high man, this thing perfect, bro. Like that's the crazy thing. At the end of the day, man, we talking about an AI type of world. We ain't even brought that up yet.
I'll
A
take a
world where
Digivice though.
artificial intelligence it has been claimed to have a soul, and we got citizenship in Saudi Arabia for a robot. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So people forgetting that shit. Like it's on the rise. Technology is gonna be to the point where we're gonna have to interact with it. And the microchip
Hmm.
typically is what's spoken of when we talk about mixing man with machine, being damned for it. I
Mm.
mean, so that's why I say it's like you can have it depends on what you believe in, like, but it's certain things that's going right down the rabbit hole that's according to plan. For real, and it's lining up.
Yeah.
So I mean, they got a lot of distractions going on, but they slowly but surely getting us to a place where man will accept machine and
Hmm.
mixing with it.
They're already
I
doing it,
mean,
man. They're already
you got
doing it.
whole
I don't know
families
if y'all
out there.
seen it, but they have a self-driving Uber car in Arizona. I think they started in Arizona to see how it goes, but a car will
That's
pick you up with no
Uber.
driver. Yeah, and take you where you need to go.
Come on. And look, Biden said, and California passed the bill that by 2030 they wanted to have all electric vehicles. And any
They'll get fined
vehicle
if you have
coming out from the factory, they wanted to have an automatic shutoff switch on it. So they wanted to be able to control. They wanted to be able to control. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on. And the crazy part is for you to say they got automatic self-driving Ubers lets me know that if I get out of line in society or I go against community guidelines, they can whip my car to wherever I need to go at. Like
Yeah.
they can go ahead and hack my shit, and I'm on the way to the jail. Like
Mm.
for it's about control, man. That's what this thing is. It's the illusion of rights that we have when we in actuality don't have any at all. For real, for real.
Hmm.
The very rights we think we have, we lose it. So what
Mm.
that tell you? If they got the power to take them away, then it was an illusion the
Man.
whole time. We ain't really
We don't
have
have
nothing
no
to do with it.
rights. Yeah, we ain't got no rights, man.
I mean, it's a
We
deep
don't have
home.
it.
Hold on, bro. Let me see. King Savan. I know he at work. He done tried to hop on a couple of times. I know he at work though. Can you hear me, brother?
He probably just listening.
Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. But it's
Yeah.
distractions though, nonetheless, man. It's a lot of distractions going on. But that's the question though. If we can see the distractions, then what they're distracting us from. Because I know there's some distractions we can't see. I understand that.
Hmm.
But the ones that we can clearly see and we can see them to be agendas, I mean, we gotta pinpoint those, like for real, and it's a lot of agendas we done saw, and that we can clearly see
But
that prove to us.
I think the fight that we're fighting, the physical fight that like we're fighting against tyranny, we're fighting against the government, has nothing to do with what's really the underlying problem that's going to really take our civilization down. I think it's more of a spiritual thing that we can't see. You know what I'm saying?
Flesh and
Like,
blood. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, principalities.
like all this stuff is physical, but physical gives off unseen vibration. You know what I'm saying? So all this is playing into something that we can't see.
That's real, bro. The spirit, and that's the thing. We fighting against spirits, demons, entities that operate in the flesh, and that's the crazy part, man. It's a deep zone, bro. For real, for real. I just want to know what y'all brothers felt about the distractions, man. It's a lot of distractions. I mean,
For real.
I don't know if there's any more distractions y'all brothers know of that we can go down. We ain't talked about food. I mean,
The food shortage, the war that we were supposed to have.
I think I seen something about Biden talking about what it I forgot what it was when they send you to war. What's it called, J. Quan? I know you know.
I'm talking about selection, like,
Yeah, when they just tell you, oh, you gotta go.
oh yeah,
I forgot what it's called.
they doing that?
I seen something about Biden proposing that. I don't know for sure, so don't quote me. But I did see that, like for real. Like basically, yeah. So I hope we won't go down that rabbit hole with this whole thing. And at the border, the Fourth Amendment right being taken away at the borders for search and
Oh
seizure.
Yeah.
Going in people's houses and actually searching, and if you refuse, you can go to jail. So it's like, what is this about? What's going on?
Man, we're just
Like,
not right.
honestly. And we ain't forgot that medically they're trying to give our right, or they're trying to get a right to the UN to medically make a decision for everybody in the case of a global crisis like COVID. They trying to get that decision to the United Nations. Come on, man. So it's like,
And
it's a lot of stuff going on that people not aware of that's really clearly taking our rights away in plain broad daylight in your face. Not trying to cover it up. They're not trying to hide it. They're just open about it. They letting you know what the plot is, what the plan is, what the play is. Either you gonna get with it, or it's like they gonna push you out of society. And you see that with what happened with the so-called pandemic, which was another distraction, which is another plot, which is another plan to play.
yeah, I guess they're trying to work on the monkeypox. They're trying to figure out how they're gonna do that and try to pretty much put that on the masses.
It was something called meningococcal that just came out. Like,
Man, they got
meningococcal. But they got so much stuff that's just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't forgot those monkeys that broke loose.
then the killer bees.
Is fucking Jupiter open yet, man? This shit.
It's Jupiter open, man. I don't know
Yeah,
if you can get
Jupiter,
that.
Uranus, some damn place.
The Earth is flat. So I know. They gonna take me off of YouTube. Yeah,
Yo, I want to go there.
You can go to Jupiter, my boy. For real.
God damn.
Jupiter was a Greek god. I don't know, bro. Yeah, we might just be referencing him every time we think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a different type of conversation right there, bro.
Yeah.
That rabbit hole, man. For real. I really just wanted to chop it up with y'all brothers, man. It's been a little while, man, for real, since we talked. I know we done got random now. We on the topic, distractions. And we doing exactly what the topic say, get distracted. But overall conclusion is though, man, when is noticing when it's a distraction. and noticing what you're being distracted from. And I leave y'all brothers with this example though, because when Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith, the World Economic Summit took place. So you had world leaders sitting down talking about us, and they had New World Order commercials. They had the presenter was saying, "Are you ready for the New World Order?" Like I'm telling you, like it's meetings happening about a great reset and about a new world order. So that's what I'm saying. When I say we being distracted, it's literally we're being distracted from things that the media should tell us is taking place. We heard nothing about the World Economic Summit. We heard nothing about what's his name, Klaus Schwab. I think that's his name, Jewish brother. He got a book called The Great Reset. I mean, we're not being educated media wise because the mainstream media is the biggest distractions we have right now. They're not telling us these things are taking place. So I mean, these people are literally talking about crypto taking the place of the dollar bill. And how many of brothers got crypto? The crypto market plummeting right now. Tanking. So it's like we got to think about certain shit because we got families to take care of out here. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got a preservation comes first. For real. So if we missing the distraction, or we focused on the distraction and not honed in on, you know what I'm saying, the plot or the plan, it's like, hey, I get swept up out here. We got a food shortage. And I mean, how many people got canned goods put up? For real. What we gonna eat when the time comes? Because when they tell you to prepare, which they done told us to prepare multiple times with this shit. But the thing is, what you gonna eat when shit really hit the fan and folks bum rushing the grocery stores because it's either nothing on the shelf or the price is too high for them to actually pay for it. That's happening. I mean, I'll digress though. I'm down. I'm rambling now. Y'all boy, y'all got me talking now. I'm rambling now, dog.
I feel you though.
Should be done, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all brothers up though, man. This is the What Is a Man podcast live. We gonna wind it down with the last question, man. Since King Savannah ain't here to keep me on check, keep me on code with it. I'm gonna ask y'all brothers, what is a man? But first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all what is a man to me, man, because my perception changes day by day, week by week, month by month. But it's like a man take care of what he got to take care of regardless. And the thing is, no matter what your situation is, a man knows what he got to take care of, and he makes sure he do his due diligence to take care of. And that's the thing. A lot of brothers. I saw examples growing up of men taking care of, you know what I'm saying? And no matter how, you know what I'm saying, as far as them being how they were character wise, they understood when there was responsibilities that they needed to take care of, as far as with the household, with the family. That was the priority. You see what I'm saying? So as a man, no matter how you feeling, that's the priority. Like for real. We gotta take care of business, regardless. So that's all I got, man. Any of y'all brothers wanna? I know Ace ain't changed. Ace his done stayed the same for weeks.
He don't remember his no more.
Yeah.
Go back to episode 2.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, I know.
We know.
I
already know it.
Like for real. What you got, Jaquan, man? What is a man to you this week, brother?
All right, a man to me is pretty much no matter that. I want to say the diversity that he's put up against, he still stands firm in figuring out how to fix it. So basically, being just a solution-based adult, no matter what the problem is.
That's real. That's deep. For real. Take care of business, dog. Regardless, you gotta take care of business. That's real. What you got, Blunt? What is a man?
I think I'm gonna keep it the same from the last time.
Accountability.
My perspective, yeah. My perspective haven't changed from the last one either just yet. Almost, but not just yet.
I got you. No doubt, no doubt. That's what's up, man. I appreciate y'all, brother. Once again, man, for another successful podcast, the What is a Man Podcast live. We're gonna keep it going, man. We're gonna try to anyway. Whenever we can get up, whenever we do get up, that's always a good conversation.
Oh yeah.
We got some more topics for y'all YouTube. Probably next week we're gonna chop it up. We'll have to figure them out in the meantime, but there's plenty of distractions out here to talk about. So
Right.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, all that good stuff.
My boy, and look, we ain't even got to smile this time. Cause I already got a thumbnail. Y'all can just go. Just click out. Well, much love to y'all, brothers, man. Respect. Y'all have a good night. YouTube.
Yes,
We'll see
sir.
y'all later.
Already, man.